Hey y'all, so here I am indoors. It's too cold and it's nighttime, so it's too late to be outside doing anything, but I kind of wanted to show you what I've got going on. So here is my little growing setup. We are squashed for space in this sweet house of mine, so our growing setup's right next to my hedgehog home. Snuffles! Anyway, but I wanted to show you what kind of I've been working on. So I had everything started in these containers. They're old candle holders, like they came with my candles I had ordered, were packaged in this, and I was like, oh, that would make good planters, and they are. But these ones I had planted back in like November, I think, and so they were getting big enough because I had all of the same type of plants planted in one section, just like I got going on there. So I went out today and I separated them. So I have celery here. I had the red Reuben basil. I have some rosemary up here. I have, these are the sweet basil, and then more celery back there. And then on the bottom here, there's more rosemary, these ones, and then this is one lavender that came up, and then I have a couple of goji berry plants that actually took off. If you watched the earlier videos, you know I was really worried about these because they just kind of sat there, but then when I put them under the stronger lights that I have going on here, they kind of perked up a little bit. So that's what I got going on there. Then up here I have some hollyhocks. I planted probably like 5 seeds, but they were old seeds, so only one of them germinated. And then I have some red onions and some white onions and some leeks in the back there. So those are doing okay. I gotta water them. And then here I have in the back, these are supposed to be anise hyssop, so they're kind of going slow. This is yarrow. And so that's looking pretty good. These were old petunia seeds, so I really didn't think anything was going to happen. I just had an extra space and I had extra seeds, so I was like, let me see. So nothing happened there. These are hyssop plants. In the back there are like these are tall snapdragons. And these were supposed to be dwarf snapdragons, but I think those seeds are old too, so they didn't come up. So that's kind of what I got going on in there. Turn off the light, and we're traveling. So now I'm going to be trying to germinate some pepper seeds and trying a couple different methods. So let me get myself set up and then I'll show you what I'm trying to do. All right, I'm set up in my spot, and here's what we're doing today. Okay, is we're going to be sort of starting our peppers, right? But instead of putting peppers in the ground, because they take forever to like germinate, and some of these seeds are older and some of them are newer, and so I'm going to do experiments with like germinating them like outside of the soil. So this is what I'm going to do. Lots of times people will take plastic baggies and they'll put damp paper towels in there and put the seedlets on there and let them germinate. When I've tried that in the past, they've always like gone moldy, or like I'll leave them, or they'll get like stuck in the bag, or they're hard to take out, and like all this stuff. So I'm trying something this time, and we'll see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I got like these little petri dishes off of Amazon. They were pretty cheap, inexpensive, I think, for a bunch. Like I got two stacks like this, minus the ones my kids are doing science experiments with right now. Anyway, and so I'm going to put a piece of tape on there. I folded one end of the tape over just to give myself a tab so that when I'm ready to remove it, it'll come up pretty easily. That's my little hack there. I'm going to label what I'm planning to put on there. And then, so let's go ahead and get started with that. Let me move you down a little bit. You can see what's going on. Okay. So the first thing I was going to try is, these are the hollyhock seeds, the ones I showed you over there that only came up one of them, and I was like, can you germinate these outside just so I could like see what's going on with them? So I'm going to try that. So I got here my paper towel. I just ripped it into like any kind of shape. And I'll put it down in here. And then I'm going to, got my little spray bottle. Excuse me. So make that nice and damp. Alright, so that's damp. Now I'm going to take these lovely things. Let's do however many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if you can actually do hollyhock seeds this way, by the way. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'll spray it again a little bit. And then I'm going to put the cover on it. And I forgot to label. Hollyhock. What's today's date? I'm saying 2/6, but it might not be 2/6. It might be 2/5. Who knows? Alright. And I'm going to put that there. Now, the other thing I wanted to try too is this is like a double experiment. Is I wanted to. Some people said if you use the paper towel, like the paper towel has these like bumps in it and stuff, and they said like the roots of the plant will get like caught to the paper towel, and then you can like rip it off when you're trying to separate them. So somebody said use coffee filters. So I happen to have some coffee filters in our house, and so I was like, okay, let's make that happen. So I think what I'm finna do is cut out a little circle. That's a little circle action here. Put that up in there. Put that, spray that. Okay. I wonder if I should make that thicker though. It doesn't seem that thick. I wonder if thickness has anything to do with it. I just said thick a lot of times in a row. Okay, we got markers. I don't want you big marker. I want you little marker. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to throw it up in there just because it feels like it needs a little bit more something to hold on to the moisture. That's what feels right to me. Alright, and I'm going to do the same thing with these hollyhock. We'll put them in there. See, already I'm feeling like that paper towel seems to be holding a lot more moisture and is making a lot more sense to me. So I don't know if this is going to have enough moisture in it. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Get my tape. Ow, don't stick to me, tape. Make my little pull tab on it. Bust that up there and label it again. Hollyhock. 2, I think 6, 24. Who knows? And put that right there. Okay. So that's going to be what we do for all the things that I'm trying to get going today. I don't know why, but I think I got liquid inside the bag. Hopefully not. Okay. I don't know if I could do this method with eggplants. I forgot what eggplant seeds look like, but I thought I would try. So let me go in here and just see what these seeds look like. I'm going to try to open this up in a way that doesn't get seeds everywhere. I got my glasses someplace too. Where'd I put them? I had them with me on my head, and now I don't know where they are. And I really do need them. There we go. Okay, what do these seeds look like? I don't remember. Oh. What do y'all think? The seeds kind of look like that. I think this method should work still. Okay, let's get some more little petri dishes. feel very sciencey right now. Okay, we're going to do 2 dishes with these 2. Paper towel and, what you call it? What do you call that other thing? Coffee filter. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Stuff that down. I'm going to get this coffee filter. Maybe I'm going to try to double layer the coffee filter thing. Let me see if that helps at all. So I got 2 coffee filters here. I do like the way the centers kind of just cut out into a circle and fit in here so nicely. Oh, that's the lid. Come on down here, honey. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to sprinkle a couple of these into the paper towel. I really don't need that many, y'all, because I don't have that much space in my yard either. I plant like I got acres and acres and don't. So I'll put that there. Okay. This is the Black Beauty eggplant. It should come out nicely. And we'll see what happens with these. Now, the one thing that everyone says is you got to keep an eye on it, because as soon as the little root pops out, as soon as it germinates, you got to be ready. So this is the Black Beauty eggplant. You spray these seeds, a little more water on top. Like that. And get my tape. Oh, come back, tape. Don't do it to me. I lost my edge on my tape now. I'll fold my edge right there. Okay, got it. And take this one and do the same for that. And put that on there. And then Black Beauty eggplant. Black B-A-U-T eggplant. 2, 6, maybe 24. And the same thing here. Black Beauty eggplant. 2, 6, 24. Okay. Alright, I'm going to stack these up here. Stack it. Stack it. Okay. And then we on to the next one. The next one's now is going to be my sweet peppers. So I have the green resistant giant something. I don't know what it's called. Oh, Keystone resistant giant green bell pepper. And then I have these Cubanelle peppers that are kind of a little bit longer. And then I have this Pippin's golden honey pepper that I thought was a pretty color. And I kind of like the history of it. It says, a beloved heirloom of the Philadelphia African American community of the early 1900s. Folk artist Horace Pippin shared the seeds with William Wise Weaver's grandfather. So that's what we're going for right now. So let's do more. There's 3 of those, and I'm going to do them both methods. So I need 6 of these. 1. Let's make a pile of lids and a pile of planters. I think I only got pulled 5 out, so let me go ahead and get another one. There we go. Alright, and then 3 of these are going to have the paper towel in there. I need more paper towel. And 3 of these are going to have the coffee filters in there. And I think I am going to at least double layer the coffee filters. Now, one thing I do want to do is move my peppers away, my seeds away from where I'm spraying, because you really don't want to get all the seeds wet. That would be a mess. All right, here's my coffee filters. And go ahead and start cutting them out. I'm finding it easy to fold it in half and then kind of just cut around the center pattern that kind of naturally shows up for you there. And then when you open them up, they fit pretty well into the dish. I'm gonna get a couple more. Fold it. You need to cut it. Okay, your coffee filter is way too big. You need to cut it. That's what's going on right now. Okay, and then one more set. I don't even know, I might have 3 in here. I'm not taking the time to sit there and try to pull them apart too much. Just want to make sure I got something to go in. I wonder if there's some kind of art project I could do with the leftover coffee filters with my kids. I feel like there should be something I could do with this. Like, maybe we can make flowers with them. And then dip the edges. That could work. Make like little flowers. And then we'll color the edges and dip them in marker or something like that. Huh, maybe. We'll see. I'll save them. See what happens. Drives my husband crazy because he's always like, just throw it away, girl. Just throw it away. But I can't. I'm like, how could I use that? I forgot what was it. There was something that had come, like a packaging. Something was packaged some kind of way. And I was like, oh, I think I could probably use this for this. How could we use this? My husband was just sitting there shaking his head at me like, girl, just throw it out. It's trash. There is a fine line between, where are we at here? Hoarding and finding something useful. All right. So, now, I think these are some of the oldest seeds I have that have had them at least 2 seasons. And they do okay. I'm not going to say they have huge peppers on them, but I do get peppers off of them. But I also probably don't have that many seeds left because I have used these a couple years. And then because they are a couple years old, I don't know how they're going to germinate. So I'm going to take about half the seeds and put them in the paper towel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 seeds in the paper towel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 seeds in the coffee filter. So let me cover those up and label them. I gotta fold the little tab on my tape so I don't lose it every single time before I put it down again. Okay. I caught it with my lap, y'all. It's there. It's not rolling across the floor, running amok. I got one of my babies is playing a game on a learning game on the computer. And the other one is getting herself clean. If you're wondering why it's so quiet in this household tonight. Because, you know, usually my babies are my biggest volunteers. Which I love. But today they are otherwise occupied. Alright, so this was the Keystone Resistant Giant. Keystone Resistant Giant. 2, possibly 6, 24. And this is also Keystone Resistant Giant. 2, 6, 24. I should find out what date it actually is. Alright, I'm going to start stacking these over on my camera table. All right. So that's one set of, and I used up this whole packet of seed now. I think this is my 3rd year using those seeds. So the first year I tried planting seeds and I couldn't get the seedlings inside the house to germinate. I think I forgot to water them, or my grow lights weren't great or something like that. The second year I got them to grow great inside of the house, and I did not do the hardening off process correctly. So hopefully 3rd year is the charm, and this year I'll get them to germinate and grow inside and harden them off right and be able to successfully move them into my garden. That's the plan. All right, these ones are also kind of old. These Valley Green ones are like the older ones. These are the Cubanelles. And I think I did have some of these growing last year, I feel like. But I made it work. So let's see how many are left in here. There's actually more in here than of the other ones. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just sprinkle them out. Okay, that's the paper towel. Maybe I won't use all of these. Save it for another year, I guess. I really don't need all that. And if they germinate this year, then I guess they're still going. Alright, I do want to... Nope, put the lids on first. Nope, spray them with water first. Okay, there we go. And then this one here. Okay. And then I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say. I do want to something. Who knows? Hopefully I still do it. Whatever it was. Fold this knob over so I don't have to spend so much time picking at the tape. Alright, let's keep going. These ones are Cubanelle. 2624, possibly Cubanelle 2624. Okay, those are good to go. Let me stack them up. Alright, and then the last 2 sweet peppers are for the Pippin's Golden Honey. And this is my new pack this year. So let's get going with that. I don't feel like there's that many seeds up in here. Big old container. And not that many seeds. So I guess the goal of doing it this way, right, instead of putting it into dirt, is you can see which seeds actually start to grow. Instead of sitting there for weeks waiting to see it, you can tell if something's actually going to grow or not. These say it sprouts in 7 to 10 days. But does that mean sprouts where the little green thing shoots up, or sprouts where the little root comes down? Because the little root, you ain't going to see that happen and for a while. Like it might send its little root out and then you don't know what's going on though, for real. Alright. So I guess the goal of doing it like this is as soon as the little roots form on these things, you'll see it. And then you'll know, okay, that's a viable seed. That's something that's going to actually grow. So that's the point, I guess, of doing it this way. So go ahead and add my tape for my labels. Oh, I didn't catch that one with my legs, but it didn't roll far. And then this one. Fold my little tape knob under. I do have a tape dispenser someplace. I just also had this loose roll of tape, so making it work. All right, and these were the Pippin's Golden Honey. Pippin's Golden Honey Pepper. And today is allegedly 2/6/24. Pippin's Golden Honey Pepper, 2/6/24. Okay, so those are there. Now, finally, we've got our hot peppers. So I got 4 varieties of hot peppers. We have here the Craig's Grande jalapenos, and then we have the datil or datil pepper. These ones were free. It's, as you can see, it says free seeds. Like Baker Creek, when you order from them, if you order a certain amount of seeds, they'll send a free packet. Usually it's been like lettuce or peppers that I've gotten from them. So those are my 2 new seeds. And then my older seeds are, this is a cayenne long slim pepper. And then this is a Big Jim chili pepper. Last year they didn't get that big or that hot, but I also think I didn't leave them out long enough to turn red like this. And I think a couple of them ended up surprisingly being hot, like we were surprised with it. But I do think I didn't leave them on the plant long enough, maybe. Okay, so I think I had 4 of those. So let me go ahead and get 8 Petri dishes out. 1, 2, 3, and then I gotta open up a new bag. So this is what a full stack of them looked like. And I think they were like $7.99 for these. You could also use those little condiment containers, like the little plastic ones that you can like put ketchup in, or like that the little condiments come in from the restaurants. You could also use those, and those are really inexpensive too, to start this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I said 8, right? Okay, let's put the lids. I'm running out of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'll put the water bottle right there. All right, and then 4 of these are gonna have the paper towels in them, and 4 of these will have the coffee filters in them. Oops. One thing I like about this that's better than the plastic baggie method is, with the plastic baggie method, you gotta like rip this exact right size sort of thing, and it can get real finicky so that it fits inside the container correctly. Otherwise it gets caught in like when you're trying to seal the Ziploc bag and the paper towel's in the way, and then you can't seal it, and it's annoying. All right, so that's that. And now let me get these ones. Two. All right, 2 more to go with the coffee filters. And on the last one, I have a whole pile of coffee filters behind me. Cut up coffee filters. All right, let's spray those on down. Okay, so let's start off with the cayenne peppers. Long slim. Okay, I think I could probably go ahead and plant all of these because, like I said, this is from that kind of older group, older batch. So that's the paper towel one, and this will be the coffee filter one. All right, these seeds are like on top of each other. Let me separate them out a little bit. Give them a little space. Okay, spray them down, label them up. Then we're gonna go ahead and put the Big Jim chilies next. These should probably be the same thing. I'll probably use these seeds up because I did plant these the last couple of years. Maybe not. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I ain't gonna use these ones up. That's too many. I have been thinking if all of these do germinate. Like last year I wanted to have a plant sale. So plant what I needed in the garden and then sell the rest. But like I said, I didn't do very well at hardening them off. And so I ended up with not as many plants as I had anticipated having. But this year that continues to be the plan. Like if they do really well and I'm able to get them hardened off successfully, then I do want to kind of sell any extra plants that I have. I really don't have that much space to plant them in, so, and I want to grow so much different things that I have to be smart about my space and not overcrowd things, or else nothing will grow, and that would be no fun at all. All right, these are the Big Jim chilies. Big Jim chili. 2/6/24. Big Jim chili. 2/6/24. The other thing about doing it this way is I have to make sure I'm ready to plant as soon as it germinates, because once it does that, it's not going to last in this little tray too long. So once the little root thing shows, I got to be ready to put it into the ground. So I do have more of those candle holder planting things that I'm using for planting. So I have those ready and I have my soil ready. So I should be good to go. All right, next one I'm going to plant is the Craig's Grande Jalapenos. So let's get going with that. All of these say that they should sprout in 7 to 10 days. So we'll see. Okay, I do want to have these for another year, so I don't want to plant too many of these now. The other ones I'm okay if I use them up this year, since they've been sitting around a little bit, and I'm ready to get some new varieties of peppers too. I can't say either of those cayenne or the Big Jim are my favorites, but okay, only 4 made it in there. Let's balance this out. 5, 6, 7, and then there's 7 there. Okay, Okay. All right. Some lid action. Some labeling action. Craig's Grande Jalapeno 2/6/24. Stack it. Craig's Grande Jalapeno 2/6/24. All right, so as I'm doing this, it's occurred to me, I don't know where I'm going to store these. I had to store them someplace. I'm not quite sure where that's going to be. All right, that's sealed back up, and there's still more seeds for another year. And then this is like the wild card one, because like I said, these are the free seeds, so it's not ones that I ordered. And so we're going to see how that goes. These seeds just look smaller. Oh, maybe not. But there's not that many in there, so I think I can just go for all of them. One thing I want to try, if these do germinate well and produce well, is I want to try making my own hot sauce. My older daughter loves hot sauce. When she was a baby, we caught her just chugging. Not a baby, she was like maybe 7 years old. But we just caught her chugging down the bottle of hot sauce in the corner one day. And then she would ask me if I would put hot sauce on her waffles in the morning. So, and she's still like that. She loves hot sauce. Her aunt gave her a package of hot sauce for her some holiday. But it was like the different types of hot sauce, all the different flavors, and she was just so happy with that. She loved it. And then my husband and I had gone to New Orleans for his birthday one year, and they have like a store there that has like a hot sauce tasting station, and we were like, oh my goodness, she would love to come here. So I'm gonna try to make hot sauce with this if it turns out okay. All right, what's this thing called? Datil. I'm gonna go with Datil. It might be Datil though. I don't know. 2/6/24, and I'm gonna write hot on this one, because it's not a pepper I'm familiar with, and I think I'm gonna throw this out. Because I don't think I really need it. Blazing hot. Vicious heat. I don't know if I'm gangsta enough for this pepper. Alright, 2/6/24. Okay. And I think I want to label all the hot ones hot. Somewhere. So that I know that these are the hot ones. Because I'm going to put them in separate beds too than the sweet ones. Because apparently if they get like cross-pollinated or whatever, sometimes you'll get a spread the hotness, allegedly. I don't know if there's any truth to that or if that's just garden conspiracy theories that I'm passing on. Okay, so this is what I got right now. All of these. All of this is what I got. Oh, the other big gem is there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out, where do I store this? Should I store it on the seed starting shelf, but that's going to be in the light during the day, and I heard these are supposed to kind of be in a dark space. Or to put it on my kitchen table, which is usually not super duper bright, or do I leave them spread out on the counter in here, which also doesn't get super duper light. And then the other thing is too, I think it would be more helpful if they weren't stacked like this, because I can't really see germination like that, but I need them kind of spread out flat maybe. Or do I leave them stacked and just unstack them every day to check? So many questions. I think I'm just going to stack them up someplace for now, just because space requires stacking. I think I am going to stack them in this room. Maybe I need to pull my SpongeBob table back out again. I put SpongeBob away, but I might need SpongeBob back. And then I could try out my heating mat too and give these a little bit of heat as well, because I've heard that also helps. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up my SpongeBob table, I'm going to put my heating mat on it, and then I'm going to put these on top of the heating mat. Do you think they'll get too hot? I don't know. This is where the fumbling part of Fumbling Farmer comes in. Is there so many things I just don't know what would make the best sense. And also so many ways to do it that could possibly work. And vice versa. So many ways of doing that could possibly not work. Anyway, I think I'm going to pull out the SpongeBob table. But I ain't going to keep y'all here because you already hung out with me for quite long enough. So I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for watching. And hopefully wishing me luck on this venture here. I'll keep you updated in another couple weeks. Happy gardening, y'all.